All right, in this video, we're going to show how to assemble and pour a polyacrylamide gel. So there's a few things that we need. We need a spacer, or what's also sometimes called a long plate, a short plate, a green clamp, a gray clamp, and our cone. So the first thing we have to do is we have to clean the plates. Sometimes there's debris left on them, which can cause aberrations in your gel when it's running. So we just spray some water on them. You want to get them squeaky clean. We're using Kim wipes, which is a type of tissue that's lint-free, so it doesn't leave any debris behind when you do this cleaning, because any of that debris can get caught in your gel and again make the gel to run poorly. You want to make sure that they're nice and dry. Okay, on the spacer plate, it's called that because you might be able to see here, the edges are a little bit thicker. These are spacers. What they do is when you put the smaller plate onto it, it creates a little gap, and that's where the gel is going to be poured. So we're going to make sure that you can read the writing on the spacer plate, and the arrows are pointing up, so you know which you have it oriented the correct way. You're going to take this assembly, put it into the green clamp, which can be tricky. Make sure it's in there, and then we just sort of take these doors, as I like to call them, and we just push them out. This creates pressure on the sides of the plates, and now they are firmly attached inside this assembly. And we check the bottom just by running our finger on it to make sure that everything is flush. All right, now this whole thing is going to go into the gray clamp. So there's a gasket on the bottom of the gray clamp, and we're going to fix these sort of feet that are here. So they fit just around the outside of that, and then it's going to be set against the bottom's going to be set against the gasket. We then just push back a little bit and lift up on this, and now this will create pressure to seal the bottom so we can pour liquid in between the plates, and it should not leak out. But we're not sure if it's going to leak out or not, so there's a way that we have to test it. And what we do is we take some water and we just pour that in between the plates. And so we have water in between the plates, and what we're going to do is we're going to look to make sure that the water doesn't leak out the bottom. Just watch it for a couple seconds. If it's leaking, it'll be obvious very quickly. So this one looks good. Now my favorite part about putting together an SDS page is coming next, is we have to get rid of that water. And what I like to do is take the whole thing, take Kim wipes, put it in the corner, and tip it upside down. And we just sort of wick out the water. Nothing like an element of danger in science. Okay, so now we are ready to pour our gel. So we previously made some gel solutions. We have our resolving gel. We have our stacking gel. So we're not going to do the stacking gel yet. First gel we pour is the resolving gel. These are all the components except for temid, which catalyzes the reaction, the polymerization reaction. So we're going to open this up, and we're going to add our temid. Do this when you're ready to pour the gel. When you're absolutely ready, then you add temid. If you're not ready, wait till you're ready. Let's move a tip. Temid is one of the worst smelling chemicals we use in the lab. Please never drop this. Now, we're going to add this to our resolving gel. And now the clock starts ticking. We want to pour this gel as quickly as possible. We have to mix it up a little bit. And then we take a pipette. And we're going to pour the gel to the bottom of this green bar. I like to point this into the corner, gently press. You can see the gel going into in between the two plates. Go up to just about, I can use a little bit more. Okay, that's about at the bottom. So we're not done yet. We need to add some water. So if you look at this, there's bubbles on the top. It's very uneven. If we add a little bit of water on top of this, it's less dense than the gel solution. It'll go across the surface of the gel and create a nice flat, even layer. And so this will not fit, the tip will not fit in between the plates. That's okay. You just gently pipe it a little bit along here. And then we sit and wait for that to polymerize. So we'll be back in a minute.